Okay. Let's roll, let's ride. Y'all ready? What are we doing with this hair? We didn't put no earrings on. Nothing. Girl. Okay, and then it's an event tonight down in Seattle. Y'all, like, Seattle will fool you. Ooh, don't let this city fool you. You know, in spring, summertime, like, it is so hypnotizing. It's hypnotizingly beautiful. Ooh, not her gonna make it immediately at that time, but do I have time to park? Look, we gonna make it work. We gonna make it do what to do. Where do they want to take me? The bridge. Take it to the bridge. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, be going.
Get you sexy up.
It's hot. Let's get the, you might have to hear the air conditioning because she's feeling the heat. Can you feel the heat? Can you? Whenever I get to singing, Andy be like, do you need me to play some music? Do you need me to put something on for you? Look, whenever I don't have no music on, I just sing in my mind, in my spirit. My spirit. Okay, so I mentioned that I'm a semi-finalist for this gallery that's in Seattle. Super excited about it. If you've been following me for a while, been on a journey, okay? Been on a journey. First of all, if you have been, let me know. Sound off in the comments. I need to know my A1 day ones. Okay, I'm clocking. Okay, I'm clocking. So y'all know that I've been on my journey as an independent artist, and I have been exploring the options for gallery representation, and I've been putting forth the energy to make that happen. And yeah, it feels like we leaning towards that. The other thing that I was processing about, like, my particular art over the journey, I've been humbled to the approach of realizing that I can't do everything. I don't want to do everything. Collaboration and help is great. I'm fine with getting gallery representation. What I've been learning is, oh, it's a cute little car. I look everybody out with they little drop tops. Let it out. Let it out. Okay. So the beautiful thing about my work is that, and it's funny because, like, I was sort of feeling like, you know, because I would hear feedback for, like, oh, it's too colorful, whatever. But, like, yes, we over here kissing the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. We love rainbows around here, okay? So now I've just, like, fully embraced who I am as an artist and a creator, and realize that there's an incredible community of people like y'all who love my work, who love color just as much as I do. I'm now like, okay, cool. In the sort of early journey of my career, I felt like I had to be mutually exclusive to one side. Like, oh, I can't deal with galleries. I think I've just let go of the sort of ideas that I could only be independent or only have gallery representation. It's so beautiful that now 2024 is transitioning into a space where creatives are having their own, like, having their own audience, you know? Like, I have my own community of people here. Like, I don't want anybody to ever hold the keys to my community but me. Okay? I will be the first contact, the first point of contact, okay? Because the minute somebody holds the keys to your audience, they hold the keys to your freedom. They honestly do. And I think that's why a lot of artists are, especially in today's age, it might have been so different back in the day, but like now, yeah, there's so many indie artists and just, you know, independent visual artists, indie musicians. I feel like if SZA had a Patreon, like, girl, sign me up. Like, sign me up. Now, granted, because the humbling truth is that we probably wouldn't have known about SZA if it wasn't for her management in the beginning, you know? So I think there's value in both sides, and that's really what I'm learning. And so, yeah, we headed to this gallery, and let's see what they think of my work. Look at her vlogging in public. Okay, so the gallery portfolio review went very well. I think that they liked my work. Well, not I think, they actually said that. So let me show y'all some of the Seattle shenanigans. Ooh, these are gonna be beautiful. We got some of these in the garden. Oh, I love it. So if y'all ever come to Seattle, y'all gotta get the flowers that's at Pike Place. Now this is like the touristy things, right? Like Pike Place, but Pike Place is beautiful though. So let me show y'all around a little bit. Now if y'all come in from this side, it's a little less crazy because they got this construction going on. I'm glad they're preserving the sculpture. This is gonna be dope when they done. I think actually the something is coming in 2016, 2017. No, 2026. I think the big like soccer game is gonna be here. So that's part of what's going on. Those are beautiful. Beautiful flowers, y'all. Like I just love the Pike Place flowers. Oh, this is beautiful. Can I get both of these? Oh my God! Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Thank you. These two. Oh, those are beautiful. You know, that sounds like a good mix. I don't know. I don't know about fish and flowers. Wow, look at that octopus. First of all, look how long this receipt is. Special shout out to my patrons, okay, for making this possible and allowing me to be able to afford art supplies. Is it like super dark? Like, let's come up. Like, why I got y'all so far back? We got some new canvases. Okay, I do buy store-bought canvases. Okay, like, let's just make that clear. It's just a little bit, especially for smaller pieces. It's easy, it's quick. Y'all, this was a value pack that I got from Artists and Craftsmen. It's a local supply store that is it's in the University District if you live out in Seattle. And if you're new around here, welcome, boo. Okay, I'm Irma Hamer. I'm an artist living and working in Washington, Seattle, Washington. Okay, and yeah, I love sharing my colorful creations with the world, and so that's what I'm doing today. But look, I think in one of the vlogs we did a Trader Joe's haul, art supply haul. Okay. Okay, so clearly I got, what was this? So this is a value pack, 11 by 14. It's 7 in here. And this was like $32 for 7 canvases. I feel like that was a really good deal. So that's one. And then we got, all of these were the same price, but depending on the size, it was a different amount of quantity in them. So this was 16 by 20 and there's 5 of these. This is like a perfect size. This is actually, it's reminding me of a piece that I'm working on at home that is around this size. So if you have been around for a while, then you know that I paint very large paintings behind me. But you know, we're exploring some things. We exploring some things. Me and Andy, for the folks who don't know, Andy is my husband. We purchased a home maybe around 2 years ago at this point. And so I've been sort of like renovating one of the rooms in our house to be like my home studio when I don't want to like come all the way to the city or just like, I just want to be ready, okay, when creativity strikes. And so I have been working on some smaller pieces at home, and then here in my studio, I can play around with some of the big ones. But it's really been inspiring me working at home with the smaller pieces. So I was like, let me get some of these smaller canvases and gesso board. I've been wanting to try out gesso board because it's much smoother. Currently, I am a full-time artist. I was working part-time as a studio assistant for about 3 months working for another artist, and I was painting on some of her glass sculptures, and I really loved painting on glass. I really loved like how smooth it was. I was able to get these smooth brush strokes, whereas canvas can have like so much texture to it. And so like I wanted something that had a little bit more of a smoother surface. And so yeah, I'm gonna try out some of these little mini gesso boards. And this is a 3-pack too. This is 5 by 7. So I feel like if I do create something that I really like, then if I do make it available to my collectors, then it's actually a perfect size that can fit in like a mini frame. Super excited for that. She's giving ASMR today, clearly. Teal, because if you don't know, that's one of my favorite colors to paint with. You know, actually, somebody had recently asked me what is my favorite color. The rainbow. Okay, like the rainbow is my favorite color. I love painting with so many colors, so it can be difficult to sort of pin down my favorite. But if you have seen my work, then you see that there is a pattern with teal and purple. So I'm also trying out some of these cheap little paints. Handy Art, I guess is the name of the brand. I got Violet and Phthalo Blue. I use like cheap paints whenever I'm like just trying to really do a big, let me show y'all. So kind of like, for example, like Blick has some decent ones that I use. So these are like the ones from Blick that I use. For these really big pieces, I really like to use just like economy sort of basic cheap paint to cover the background layers because it's so much surface area. And like golden, y'all know golden is my favorite, but it can be pricey. Okay, I think this little bottle was $26 and these big ones is like $12, but half of it just be polymer medium anyway. But it's kind of nice. It's perfect for the purpose that I use it, which is for setting the backgrounds. And so those are some of the ones that like I already have. And so I got a few more from Artists and Craftsmen to see what they got. Amsterdam, have I tried Amsterdam? I have tried Amsterdam, like another sort of economy, affordable paint to use on some background layers. And then I got, I needed a that orange. I actually really like Pyro orange, but it can kind of be too much. I'm like, oh, that orange is like neon orange. So I wanted something a little bit more chill. So I'm using the that orange. I was looking up here at my wall because there's some other ones that I like, but that orange is really nice. Is there any experience I can make for y'all? Is that satisfying? Let me know. Brush cleaner. I actually really do like brush cleaner. This one's nice. It has like a lemony fresh. What's the sort of scent that they have in there? It smells like lemon or pine. I'm trying to take better care, y'all. I'm trying to take better care of my brushes. Speaking of brushes, I did get some new ones as well. That's really why my receipt was so long. It was like all these little bits and bobs. Actually, I should check. Like, it's giving like she bought way more. Oh, it's counting all the discounts. Y'all, I guess he hooked me up too. Okay, shout out to Artists and Craftsmen. Like, they having some really good deals. All of these brushes was $3.82 each. $3.82 USD. Like, no matter what sort of size or tip, I was like, yes, let me get as many of these as I can. And I actually learned about these brushes working for the other artists. And I was like, I actually really like the sort of like ergonomic design of these brushes. Usually when you have tiny bristles like this, the handle can be really tiny too. And like now you clenching it and you know, you got the carpal tunnel, you got all things going on. So it's nice. This is a nice thick, you know, a nice thick handle. So love that. And then they had a really good deal. Like some of these was like $1.50. I was like, yes, y'all, I do not spend a lot on brushes. I feel like all the hype for brushes and stuff, brushes is the delivery method of the, not her joints popping like that, is the delivery method of the paint. So to me, the priority is the paint. So that's why I do invest in golden. But I use the good paint on those top layers, the stuff that people really are gonna see and experience, you know. But what I really do like about these brushes is that they're acrylic. So y'all know I'm terrible with taking care of my brushes. I'll leave them in water. Prime example, actually. I'll leave my brushes in water, but with brushes that have like that sort of coat of paint on them, they'll crumble. Like they'll just be sitting in the water and soak, and then that the coating on the brush will crumble. Since this is solid acrylic, and it's clear, it's white, there's no paint on it, like it can stay in water for as long as it needs to, and it still won't like crumble and peel away. So we gonna see how these do, because the other thing that can happen is that these tips can come off if they soaking in water for too long. But let's see. I got 11 new brushes and I got the brush cleaner. She's gonna be taking care of her brushes, like new brushes, new her. Oh, here's my other brush cleaner actually. I wanted to get a bigger one though. This was like my older one. Kind of almost. Girl, look at this. The disrespect. Okay, but clearly I love this stuff. Clearly I use it a lot when I do remember. Today's the eclipse. Today's the solar eclipse. And like I'm in Seattle, so we was barely gonna be able to see anything anyway, but yeah. Shout out to the Chi-Town fam, okay, who got to see it. We saw it streaming live online. I think NASA was streaming it. It is the grayest of days today, but I'm glad I got my goodies. Good morning. Good morning. Or as the girls say, grand rising. As the girls say, it don't matter for me. Say whatever you want. Hello, welcome. She's in the, y'all, look at the flowers. So I'm taking these to a special dear person in this vessel. Look at the vessel. Isn't that stunning? Stunning. Yes. So I'm bringing this to my my previous employer. Uh-oh, not me dripping. Did it drip? She dripping. The girls is dripping. Let's get on the road. We can talk, not her with the bun. That's how I put my hair up, y'all. Whenever I'm in the shower, it go up. We might have to do a spring trim, okay? Spring cleaning, spring lock trim. Lego. So it's spring, but you know, you like a little scarf, you know, something to just cover the chest. It's giving spring energy. Do y'all get spring anxiety? I be getting anxious around the springtime. It feels like, you know, so I'm really trying. I've been working on like relaxing and releasing. Okay, Andy been like, baby, you ain't about to stress me out with all your garden projects. But I'm like, look, the weeds is growing. Everything is growing. We gotta hurry up. Okay, so I'm on my way to see the previous artist that I worked for, but I had wanted to bring her some flowers because just to tell her thank her for everything, and I just really learned so much working for her, and she really inspired me in so many different ways. And she loves flowers. Like literally every week she gets like fresh flowers delivered to her house, and she truly was the artist in my life who gave me permission to fully be the artist that I am, and for her to be in her 70s, and for her to have just been on her journey so long, and for her to still have just preserved so much of the love and zeal and bliss for life. And she's been through so much in her life, and for her to still be going and pushing forward and just loving flowers the way she loves flowers, like loving earth, like Mother Earth and plants and nature as much as she does. She was a huge inspiration for me. Even being around her and being in her space really inspired me in so many ways with my work. So I feel so honored to have worked with her, because she also introduced me to a new medium of painting on glass. So even when I had applied, like this is the stuff, y'all, where it's like you just gotta like go for it, you know? Because even for me applying for this job, I was like, I don't even really know how to paint on glass. Like, I've never really painted on glass. And I'm actually really good at it. Like, I'm actually going back to orientate one of the new painters they have, because they were like, you're really good at painting on glass. Like, can you come back and like share some tips? And I'm like, oh, absolutely. So I'm like bringing flowers and just like coming back to meet some of the new employees that they brought on the team now that I'm gone. But I'm honored to be invited back. I feel honored. So now I've been at home painting on glass. Like I feel like I now have this new love. I have this new love for smooth surfaces. So I'm really grateful that I got outside of my comfort zone, and I was feeling, you know, sometimes you can feel as if when you leave something, it was a failure, or, oh, like, you know, why did I even take the time to do that? And now looking back, I'm like, it was such a gift for me to work with her, and for me to see how a seasoned professional artist actually runs her business. I'm just really grateful for the journey, and I'm grateful to sort of, you know, go back, say, hey, put like a little bow on the closure on the experience, and yeah, move forward from there. I kind of had the scarf because it was like, if I need to park farther down and walk, when that breeze get to hitting the neck, you know, the neck, no thanks. No thanks. I need to stay. Ooh, I'm out here with no necklace. Does she got earrings? Okay, she put on earrings. She put on earrings. Okay, I always need some sort of jewelry. I like jewelry, some sort of accessory, you know, accessorize. I'm gonna get there at 11:11. Yeah, how perfect is that? One, I'm late. Yeah, so that's not perfect, but just the timing just feels right. It feels like everything just feels right. It just I had the gallery review process